Hi and welcome to this tutorial on how to use Microsoft 365 Portal. My name is Ayman Sheta and I am a Microsoft certified trainer since 2002. I'm working also as a free licensed IT trainer based in London, UK. I'm also certified Microsoft 365 Enterprise Administrator Expert, Microsoft 365 Security Administrator. Today topic about using Microsoft 365 admin portal. We're going to start with the main portal. As we can see, we are at the home page. Within the home page we have different information. The first information about Microsoft Team, user information, service healthy, and we have at the bottom here message center. And also we have within the portal here about Microsoft Active User Report. Of course, we have the option to customize here whatever we need. If we need to add a card, if we need to perform whatever change we need to do. But let's start with the left toolbar by going to the first section within the left toolbar, which is the user section. By clicking on the user section, we're going to start with the first section: active user, contact, guest user, and deleted user. Let's start with the first part, which is active user. As we can see, this is the main dashboard for active user. Within the active user, we have different options here. The first option, we have the option to add a user. We can use the template to add a user. In case you need to add a multiple user, this is another option. It's very good in case you're working with more than one user, or for example, if you have 20, 30, whatever the number of user, you can start using add user. The next option is multi-factor authentication. If you would like to add security or increase the security within your Microsoft 365, you have the option to use multi-factor authentication, and we will cover multi-factor authentication in another video. We have also the option to delete user. As we can see, this is the number of active user we have here. If you would like to add a user, you can click add a user, and you start by setting up the basic, and we're going to cover adding user in another video. Then you move down to product license, option setting, and at the end, this is the main dashboard for adding user. If you would like to use a template, you have the option to do that. Moving next to contact, we have the option to add a contact here. As we can see, we can add a contact from here. If you have a list to export, you can export it from here. The contact will be included the name, email, whatever company or office. Moving next by going to the guest user, and this is a very common option here. If, for example, let me give an example just to make sure that we understand. If, for example, your company have a partnership with another company, or you would like to give external user access, it will be a good idea to start using a guest user. Whatever user you delete from here, it will stay under deleted user. As you can see, I have nothing deleted here, which means if we go back to active user here, we can delete any user. As soon as we delete the user, as we can see, we have the option here. You will see the user under deleted user here. So you will have the option to export deleted user or to restore back the user in case you need the user, which is not really recommended to delete the user. So moving to the next section, which is the group section, we have the option to create a group. We can add a group, export group, different type of group. Whenever we start adding a group, we have a different type of group. As you can see, the first option is the default one, which is a Microsoft 365 distribution group, mail enabled security, and security group. Of course, you have to make sure that you understand the difference between the four type of group type, which we're going to cover within the user account and group video. Moving next to a shared mailbox, in case you would like to share a mailbox with your company, you can create or add a shared mailbox from here. Moving to the next section, which is a very important one, which you have to understand everything about billing within your company. Whatever service would you like to push, you're gonna find different service here. You can start searching for whatever service you're looking for. As we can see, if you change the license, if you would like upgrade your license, if you would like to add any type of business application, as we can see, we have, for example, here a project plan which months and months. And please keep in mind, months to months is more expensive than you buy for 1 year. If you are interested in any other type of service, you have the option to add, like for example, Dynamics 365. Underneath per service, you're gonna go to your product, whatever product you have, your subscription. As we can see, it's taking some time. For example, you can see this is my license. I have a demo trial here with Enterprise Mobile and Plus Security E5 license. I'm still available. I have 10 license and I have 10 already used for my active user. Within Office 365 I have another 15 license, which 10 of this license already used. I have a F3 Office 365 license, and I have Windows Enterprise E3 license, which only one is used. We have a different option under Setting on Action here. We can cancel subscription. We have the option to install whatever application or software you are looking for, or we have more action available in details page. So this is a different option here. If you would like to move to the next tab, which is the benefit tab, will show you the different benefit you have. Refine your result. As we can see, I didn't start using the product yet, so the reason there is no benefit. The next, underneath your product, you're gonna find license. License is a very nice dashboard which you need to know more about. This is the different license, so you can see whatever license is available, whatever license is used. As we can see, for example, under Enterprise Mobility and Security, you're gonna find 10 assign of 20 totals. So this is about your license. Moving down to billing or bills on payment, different billing. You can start creating your invoice. As we can see, because it's a new account, the page is empty. But when you start using after 1 month, you're gonna start having your invoice here. The next tab is about payment method. Within the payment method here, you have to pay to add. You have the option to add a payment method. The next tab is about creating your profile, and this is what we refer to billing profile. I didn't start creating one. Moving next to billing account. Underneath the billing account, we're gonna see information about your billing account. If you would like to edit the billing account, you have the option to edit the billing account. If you would like to add payment method, we have the option to add payment method. Moving down about notification, this is a very nice part which you need to know. How are we gonna get notified about whatever notification about billing statement? As we can see, I have different global administration account. One of the recommendation to add a billing admin account. Moving down to very nice section also. Let me close this one here. Moving down to the setup section, and within the setup dashboard, we have different options which we can view, we can install, we can configure. For example, in case you would like to create a custom domain, if you would like to set password never expire, we have let user option, another type of user option, or user reset their own password. This is a very nice option, especially if you work in an enterprise environment. Will save you time. You don't need any help desk department, so it's a very good option to use. Also, we have more option. If we scroll down, about privacy, more about data, more about application and update. Whatever you're looking for, you can start going through. So this is the main dashboard. Within another video, we're gonna come through by clicking show all. We're gonna see more option under setting. For example, we have a different setting option. Then we have the admin center. I would like to keep the admin center in a separate video as we have much to do, or it may be better if we separate each one, because each service from here need quite some time. By going underneath setting, we didn't go through support. This is a different type of support. You can start by configuring a new service support or request in case you have any problem within your Microsoft 365 portal, so you can have the option to create a request. If you have a multiple requests, you have the option to view your request here. Moving down to custom logbox request, and the most important part here is the setting section. Underneath the setting section we have the domain section. Here you have the option to create your own domain. For example, if you would like to buy a domain, you have the option to buy a domain, or if you have a domain which can be registered with any other service provider, we can click on a domain and you start adding whatever domain you have. And please keep in mind, you have a video here if you would like to learn more about adding a domain. For example, I would like to add a custom domain. This is not really a domain, so it's just for demo purpose. So I'm trying to use this domain. I have to prove from Microsoft that I am the owner of this domain. So I'm gonna start by adding a text record to my domain record. So this is what we call a domain verification step. So we have to add this record by going to the service provider, and you have the option to add this different record here. We have the txt name, value, and the time to live. By adding that, after 20 to 30 minutes, you can click verify to start verifying your domain. Of course, in my example here, if I click verify, it's gonna give me an error. As we can see, it's giving me an error. This is just an example to create your domain. One of the most common questions: why do I need to add my custom domain here? For example, if we remember, by going to active user, every time we create a user, we will use the default domain name. But in business, we like to use, every business like to use its own domain. So it will be like to use such type of custom domain. So it would be much better to add your custom domain. Microsoft Search, the next option here. Underneath domain, we have a different option here. We can start searching for whatever topic we are looking for. We have the answer category also, or answer tab. Then we have the configuration tab. Moving next to organization setting, here you're going to set your organization information. Whatever you need about different service would you like to use. As we can see, we have a different service here. If you would like speech service, booking type of service, if you would like to add a calendar, Cortana, Dynamics 365 sales, mailbox, or creating Microsoft 365 group, using Microsoft Form or Form Pro, Microsoft Planner, and Microsoft Teams, and the very nice tools. And we're gonna have a dedicated video under Microsoft Team. SharePoint, also we're gonna have more video about using SharePoint online. So this is all the different configuration which you can use. Modern authentication, this is a very common if you would like to increase security within your business. So you have to turn on multi-factor authentication from here. If we click on modern authentication, we're gonna have the option to enable and start. As we can see, is already turned on, is already used by using such type of turn on modern authentication, which can be used with Windows and Outlook. Let's go back here, add-on. If you would like to add any type of service, there is nothing add. We have the option to start deploying add-on. In case you have a partnership with any other company, you have the option to configure the relationship within this partnership here. Moving down to the setup one, a different setting option which we already covered before. Moving to a very nice part, or a very nice section, is report. As we know, in some situation or in some business, we need to have a report. It can be a report about the user, about service, about cost, about billing, invoice, whatever information, we have the option to get it from a report section. So it will be a good idea to get more information, to get information about the user. For example, here we can see what is exactly the active user is doing during 7 days, 30 days, 90 days. Because my subscription is a new one, so that's the reason I have no information. And as we can see, the active user is split with the service. For example, we can see the user with SharePoint, or we can see the active user with Skype for Business. And the next part, with the most important part, is the security and compliance, which I'm gonna keep it in separate video, because this is a very important section if we are going to work with Microsoft 365, especially if we are dealing with different training course from Microsoft 365. And the admin center, I will keep it in a separate video. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.